Ah, it looks okay. Echo, turn off the lights.
Okay.
You remember when I was doing that project of installing the lights over a year ago? Anyway, this is going to be a short and sweet video. You know, today is I don't know if you'd say it's a big day, but it's a special day for me. And and I'll tell you a little story as to why this is a special day. I had just moved back from Budapest back in 2000 and I want to say it was 2008 that I had moved back from Budapest and I was renting a little, not a little, I was renting a nice apartment mm, in Santa Rosa, California. And I was sitting there working one morning and the phone rang. I've told this story I don't know how many times, but it's worth telling again and again and again. But the phone rang and I heard, Tom, Peter Fink, certified transmission. And little did I know how that phone call was going to change my life. And I didn't know. I was doing websites for transmission shops at the time, auto transmission shops. And I said, hey, Peter, how you doing? He said, oh, I want a website. And I said, you want the ATRA website? ATRA, the Automatic Transmission Rebuilders Association, who I was doing websites for their members. And he said, no, 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 no. I want something, I want something custom. I want something special. I said, okay. I said, tell me about your shop. And he said, well, I got 14 of them. And I said, 14? You got 14 shops? He said, yeah. Yeah, 7 in Kansas City, 3 in Omaha, or yeah, 3 in Omaha or something like that, 5 in Omaha, 1 in Lincoln, 1 in Topeka. I said, wow. I said, really? And then he throws out very casually, and I got a factory. Hmm. I said, what do you mean you got a factory? He said, well, we remanufacture transmissions. I said, you do? And he said, yeah, we do. We remanufacture them. You know, 30 some thousand a year, 40,000 transmissions a year. I said, wow. I said, boy, I'll have to give this some thought, Pete. You know, it's a big job. I mean, you can't just do one website per se and think you're going to come up on Google for Kansas City transmission shops or Omaha transmission shops or Topeka transmission shops or Ford rebuilt transmissions. I said, I'll have to give this some thought. I said, why don't you put together the specs, like specifications? Why don't you put together the project specifications and I'll give you an estimate? I don't know how old I was at that time. I was 40 something. And he said, not necessary. And I said, what do you mean not necessary? He said, just do the job and bill me. And after I got off my chair, or got off the floor, having fallen off my chair, I picked the phone back up and I said, excuse me? He said, just do the job and bill me. And I said, are you serious? And he said, Tom, he said, I only hire the best. He goes, I can't go to a trade show, a seminar, a conference, meeting, and the subject of web design come up and your name isn't right at the top. He said, just do the job and bill me. And little did I know that that phone call would ultimately get me to where I'm at in life. As a matter of fact, when I opened the door to this house a year and a half ago, before I even stepped foot in the door, I had the key in the lock. It was a January, it was cold. It was the evening time. I was all alone. There was no band playing, nothing like that. But there I stood at the door And before I turned that key in the lock, I called Pete. And I said, Pete, guess what I'm doing? He said, what's that? I said, I'm opening the key to my house. And I wouldn't be opening this house. I wouldn't be opening up the door to this house, Pete, if it weren't for you. And, you know, Pete, Pete is I don't know. I mean, Pete is he's the most down-to-earth guy that you'd ever meet. He's a no-nonsense guy, you know. But he's the most down-to-earth guy that salt of the earth type of guy that you'd ever want to meet. But he's got 2 jets. I don't know how many houses. I don't know how many. Well, he's got a museum of cars. 300 American muscle cars. He goes to Mecum auctions. That's his hobby. But at the end of the day, he's just the greatest guy in the world. And here I am going to pick him up, to take him to a party with a Hall of Fame jockey. I gotta pinch myself. No, that might hurt. But you know what I mean, you know? So anyway, I gotta get on with my day. He's flying into the Jackson Jet Center. So I gotta get on my way and go meet him. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Take care.